There we go. There's a picture of our trading today, Alex. This is how I traded CHMA. This is my. This is how I traded CHMA, guys. We can talk about that. Hey, Britt. Once again, guys, in trading we either win or we learn, right, guys? So we learned today. So we'll talk about that today. The key is to keep your losses manageable. So, I mean, fuck, no one likes to lose, but when you lose, make sure it's manageable. So let me just start. I took Friday off. I took Monday off. Which seems like an eternity, right? For a trader, taking a day off is big, because you kind of lose the market sentiment. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what the plays are. You're trying to catch up, get the feeling for it. So I took 2 days off, and then 2 weekends. So that's 4 days. That's half a week. So that's half a week off. So I'm feeling a little rusty, but at the same time, I'm very excited to get back to trading. So my morning started really great. I nailed RLG. What's it? RLGY. What's that out right now, guys? Is that the stock? RLGY and CHMA. Can you give me a price quote on those two, guys? Someone tell me what it is at right now. You hear me? Those two stocks, Alex. Are you there? I'm making sure that this thing works, man. Instagram's been really buggy lately. What was that? We traded RLGY or RGLY, or what was that, guys? What's the RLGY? There we go. CHMA. Okay, cool. So today started normal. I mean, so I took 4 days off, including the weekend. So two trading days, 2 weekends. So I mean, I reset it. I'm hungry. I come back. I'm like, dude, I'm ready to trade, and I'm doing my normal thing. And I did well. I mean, pre-market wise, I made almost $2,000 on these stocks. I nailed the highs of both of those, covered, did well. And then this is where the disaster happened. Not really disaster, but this is where the loss happened on CHMA, guys. I made money. I covered the low. I was out. But the problem was this. I was like, fuck. I'm like, dude, I should have gotten in more size. I only had 2,000 shares of it, right? So I was like, shit, man. And so I'm like, I wish it goes back up. I wish it goes back up. So this is one of those things that you kill yourself. And this is the bad habit that comes on, because I'm like, dude, I made money. It was like, dude, I'm the best. I'm King Kong, whatever the hell you want to call yourself, right? And because, I mean, I haven't traded in a while, so I was also very, very desperate for a trade. Sort of like thirsty, horny for a trade, right? Because I've been trading for a while. And all my trades were like great. RGLY was fucking a top tick. They covered the bottom. So I was in the money. I was like, cool, I have cushion. So what I did was I placed a bunch of open orders out. I had a bunch of open orders that didn't fill. These are like sort of fantasy orders, but not really. They're not fantasy orders because they were done in chase mode. As CHMA tanked, I was like, fuck. So I put a bunch of orders out, and I didn't really think about it, because I was like, dude, it was so far away. It was like near $8, right? It was like way seven. It was like $7.50 or something below, like, right? So something ridiculous. I was putting near $8, and I was scaling up. And I didn't do my cleanup as usual. I just fucking kind of left it there because I didn't think it's gonna fucking like blast. And then what happened was CHMA did a teleportation candle. That's what we call it, right? I'm giving credit to that term to Tosh. Tosh is the first guy I heard say that. I loved it. It's a teleportation candle. What a teleportation candle is this. It's a fucking candle that just fucking teleports. You seen those fucking Star Trek movies where you just start teleporting, or Harry Potter, whatever, right? You teleport. It doesn't even go from 1. So to go from 1 to 10, you usually have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. This thing goes 1, 4, 7, 10. You know what I'm saying? It's skipping quarters. It's ridiculous. It went from 750 to what? 925. 2 point in like, I turn around like, what the fuck? It teleported. It literally just fucking teleported. If you did not have a hard stop out, you were dead. If you did not have a hard stop out, you turn around, it teleported 2 points. You're fucking smoked. So that's what happened. It smoked. It went all the way to 925, and then when it went back to 880, I started to cover all the way down. So I took a loss on that. I made some back when I rescaled the $9 line. So there's a couple lessons to be learned from that, guys. First of all, house cleaning is very important. Don't have all these open orders out, even if you think they will never hit. Because when they start to hit, do you really want them? You see what I'm saying? It's like when it goes that high and it reclaims itself after thinking it died, do you really want to be in? So you have to be very conscious of the areas that you place these orders in. You can't just place them all over the place. I was just kind of like dude, I have been trading for a while. I'm going to bank on this stock. So I came in with the mentality of I'm going to bank. And that's usually when a sign I'm going to lose. When I'm forcing trades, when I'm telling myself I'm going to bank and make a lot of money on this thing, I'm going to fucking get my ass pounded, right? Not in a good way. Some people like that, but not me. But nothing wrong with that. But so that's what happened, okay? So that's your first lesson on teleportation. I'm going to give credit to Tosh, teleportation candle there. And I've never seen this, actually. I've never seen something teleport like that. I mean, usually it's a buildup, right? Usually it's like super low floater. Zombie hour is trapping people. But this was very early in the day, dude. Very, very early. It's just out of nowhere. A big volume surge. It was just like ridiculous, right? CHMA, if you take a look at that chart, dude, it should have stopped around $8.20 or $8 and dropped. But it went all the way to $9.25. I have no explanation how the hell that could possibly happen. But in day trading, guys, now you realize everything can happen. And for you guys out there, man, this is a good lesson on using hard stops. My problem was I had a bunch of orders out. And they just fucking sprayed them all. I posted a loss to the room. I don't shy from these things because we can all learn from it. I mean, it's a manageable loss. You know, I pretty much lost what I made back on Thursday. So I hate losing. Even if it's $100, I hate losing. But you learn from it, right? So we learned about CHMA. And, dude, now I'm going to learn not to keep all these open orders out. I'm going to be very diligent with my orders because anything can happen. And you know, that's just a lesson learned. It's one of those things. It's like, you know, either win or you lose, but you don't lose as long as you learn. So I don't want to talk about that much stock because it's just another stock. It's just another stock, guys. Every day is going to be some new lesson to learn, and that's what it is. So a couple lessons here is when you come back from a break, it's a good idea to maybe just observe the sentiment of the market to see how it is, okay? Especially a 4-day layoff, right? I got in. I didn't get a good feel. And so just like sports, man, if you get injured or you take a break, you come back, you're rusty. You're rusty, man. You need to just kind of like sit back and chill. I was already trading size when I came back today because I had the false confidence because I nailed everything pre-market and then it nailed me back, right? And so that's usually how it happens, man. You get a little confident, it becomes overconfidence, arrogance, and then you start like, who gives a shit? I'm gonna and next thing you know, dude, you don't think about these scenarios that can happen. Okay, I thought no way it's gonna go back to over $8, so I put all my size around $8, and it hits $9.25. You see what I'm saying? I used up most of my bullets at the $8 line. And that's just stupid because at the $8 line, it becomes front side. So at that time, it was about 720 or 750, something like that. It was already the backside. It was under VWAP. It was a backside. And everyone was like, please bounce. And that's the thing, man. Everybody was like, please bounce. I want to get in. I want to get in so badly, right? And it fucking, that's what happened. You wished for it and it came and you got annihilated. So Alex's rule about front side, using 30% of your max size is appropriate. I had like 10,000 shares max size on it, and I've hit 7,000 shares on it. You see what I'm saying? So I've used too much size when it reclaimed. So that's another thing I didn't think about. I was like, okay, I'm gonna place all these orders out. But then when it got to those orders, it is no longer the backside. It is the front side. And you see how that works, guys? So if you're shorting stuff, you have to be very diligent of the areas and the prices that you short. Because what was once considered backside, what a backside is a downtrend. That's all it is, guys. It's a fancy word for downtrend. So a stock can go either up trend, downtrend. Another word for downtrend is bearish. Another term for uptrend is bullish. Or it can just consolidate and go sideways. So we all thought it was a backside. We got fooled. It went back to the front side, and then when it went up to 9, it trapped all the longs, of course, went all the way back down. It's just there. I have no explanation for it. It could have been a chat room that pumped it. I do not know that chat room that pumped it, but who knows what it could be, right? So you always have to be diligent about that. And this is why I subscribe to a lot of chat room guys. I mean, these chat rooms are so cheap there. I subscribe to them, so I didn't know the reasons why these stocks move. So all these guys are like, oh, why are you joining this? Are you learning from these guys? I mean, first of all, you can learn from anybody. Everybody has a value to learn. Okay? You can learn what not to do. That's another reason why you join these pump rooms, right? I joined this because I short them. I short into their plays. Just because you short into their plays doesn't mean you're going to make money. You have to know where to short and all that stuff, right? But the main reason I like to subscribe to these pump rooms is to understand and know why these stocks move. Okay? And if I know that it was a pump from another chat room, I might have added. Make sense? But the fact that I didn't know, I had to cover and eat a manageable loss before it maybe pops up to $10. So when it started going down 880 all the way to 829, I started covering. So I took all of it off, took my loss. But shit, and it went all the way back down. I would have been green if I held. But how can I hold not knowing the reason why? And you know what? I'd rather have a manageable loss than to get stubborn and lose my ass. But that's the reason why I subscribe, and that's the reason why I use Twitter to see what people are doing. Okay, so you may not necessarily learn from these places, but you get a sentiment. And that's why, in my opinion, if you have a limited budget, you subscribe to, say, My Investing Club, because we have a bunch of scanners already. We don't have to pay $200 a month for your scanner. And you have 1,000 eyeballs to help you figure out what the pumps are at other chat rooms. So that's what it is. It's more information. You're paying for information, guys. That's what you're paying for. So the guys that are experienced, like, oh, I don't need to learn from you guys. It's not about learning. You build a community to get more traders' eyeballs to help you figure out what's going on in the market. Okay? And there's guys subscribed all over the place to other chat rooms, and we share information. It's simple as that. The chat rooms that I subscribe to, the pump rooms I subscribe to, I share when they enter and when they exit, things like that. It's information. The more information you have, the better. And so, that's another trick you can do. Get rid of your scanner, because how often do you fucking use your scanner, dude? You look at that shit for 5 minutes and that's it. Everybody has the same scanner, guys. We post the same place. Okay? There's really no edge in having a scanner. I'm going to repeat that once again. There is no fucking edge in having a scanner unless you are the main pumper. If you're the main pumper who comes to the market 10 minutes before it opens and you have 1,000 followers, 1,000 sheep in your room, buying at every fucking thing you fucking try to throw at it, then yes, you pay for the scanner. Because whenever it pops up to the scanner, you fucking pump it. If that's not your strategy, there's no reason to get a scanner, guys. Okay? I used to be one of those guys that was very quick with news. So every time the news comes in, I fucking buy the news. And then I post it. That essentially is pump and dump. Right? You don't realize it, but whoever's first in is going to be first out. I don't do that anymore. That was when I used to do when I was a little infant in the day trading world. Because, that's what you were taught, right? You're taught to, oh man, be the quickest. Get the news, pump this shit out. Then you realize, man, that's gambling, man. If you get into I'm quicker than you I have faster hotkeys than you, game. You're toast. That's not a longevity strategy for you to do, okay? You want to have a robotic system where you don't have to be the fastest guy, where you wait for these stocks to come to your areas, okay? In my opinion, that's a more preferable way to trade for longevity. Not, okay, I'm faster than you, I don't care what the news is, I'm gonna pump it. You become a pumper, man. And so I've gone through all that. I've done that. There's only so much money you can make doing that way. So that talks about that. So what were the quotes again, guys? Just give me a real quick on RGLY and CHMA. Just once in a while, just kind of give me an update on that, guys, if you can do that, please. So that was CHMA, and that was a good learning lesson for myself as well about the teleportation candle. Just keep your housekeeping, man. Don't have too many open orders. If you have an open order, have maybe an OCO order that will stop you out just in case it teleports. You never know, man. You never know. There's something else I want to talk about, Alex. What was that we were talking about? So now it's summer. Thank you. Now it's summer, okay? Summer's, people always ask me, hey, how is summer trading? How is bear market trading? To be honest, it's all the same to me. We have a process, and whatever stocks fit in that process, we execute. And so it doesn't matter what kind of fucking donkey market you're in, bull market, elephant market, you know, platypus, doesn't freaking matter, guys. You know, you have a process, you stick to the process. Just because there are no plays that matches your process does not mean you have to deviate and change your process just to make it happen. It's like dating. Just because no girl you like matches your description, you're gonna start like just randomly hooking up. Well, that's a different story, but you see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, in theory, like you should be marrying people that, you know, just because you can't find anybody. But that's maybe a bad example. But you know, just you have a process, stick with the process. So people ask me how trading is in the bear market. Who knows? It depends on the stock, right, guys? It depends. If there's a few stocks that you can make a ton of money on, you're like, oh, it's awesome. So I hear these guys like, ooh, I love this time of year because they made one lucky trade and they loved it. They're like, oh, fuck. Remember last summer I made a ton of money on this stock. Just because you made one trade on it doesn't mean like that's the best cycle, the best market cycle to trade in. So I really, it's a really, when you say what is best, it's very hard. I made a lot of money on when it was in the bear market, and that's just because these plays pop up. You see what I'm saying? And so it doesn't mean it's easier, but as a short seller in a bear market, I think it is easier because there's these stocks don't go as crazy as they do. But at the same time, dude, that's when you lose the most money potentially if you don't have a good risk management. Because you know why? Because every stock keeps going down, right? It pops up and goes down, and then you get too confident, and so you're like sizing in every fucking shit and not stopping out because you're like, it'll come back down. It'll come back down. Everything else came back down. And so that's how you lose your ass, okay? Because 9 out of 10 stocks work. One is that one that's going to wipe you out. And so I hate telling people what to do during the, you know, like bear market, because it's the same thing. The process. Just stick to your process. I'm not going to tell you that shorting is easier, because then you're going to start thinking that shorting is so freaking easy during the bear market that you're not going to stop out. And you're going to get ruined. Same thing with the bull market. People was like, bull market, oh, everything's going up. And if you're longing a stock, 9 out of 10 times it works. And then one time you're losing, you're like, oh, I'm going to add in because every other time it worked. Every other time I should have added, and it went all the way back up. You see what I'm saying, guys? So don't start thinking in terms of that, okay? Who gives a shit what kind of market it is? It could be a monkey market. Who cares? Stick to your process. And, you know, the one thing I can say about summer and bear market is slow. It's much slower because stocks don't move as much, right? Just because stocks don't move as much doesn't mean that's easier to trade. In actuality, in my opinion, it's harder to trade. When there's hardly any stocks that are moving, or less or fewer stocks are moving, it makes it very difficult because everybody's eyes on it. So like today, dude, CHMA CHMA is not really on my niche. It's a real company. It has like 70-something percent institutionally owned. It's over $5. It's a real company. I traded it because there's nothing else to trade, and I fucking lost on it. You see what I'm saying? And I traded it much bigger than I should have been trading it for something like that. So you have to be careful. So that's the thing. They're so slow. Everybody's trading the same fucking stock, and they can easily manipulate you in the other direction. So it becomes overcrowded, right? And another thing was CHMA and RLGY. They were both easy to borrow. ETB, easy to borrow. Another term I like to use is easy to blow up. Okay, if you look at CHMA, man, you blow up both sides, shorts and then longs. Went to 925, went all the way up to 780. I mean, dude, that's crazy, right? So you have to be always focused, guys. Who cares what kind of market it is? Makes sense now? It's when you lose focus and you think that the market should be doing this or should be doing that. No, it shouldn't do anything, dude. It should not do anything. It could do anything at once. You just have to be prepared for it. Not many people talk about risk management, but risk management is half of the trade, guys. Getting in and getting out. The exit is the risk management. I lump everything, including profit taking, everything to risk management. Okay, so risk management is the exit of the trade, right? It's very important. People don't talk about it, but dude, all it takes is one slip up, one fuck up for you to blow your account up. Okay, look at CHMA, man. You could be up $1 and all of a sudden down $1 on that stock. You short at $8. It sucker hits at $7.20. The zombie's up to $9. You're down $1. I mean, you're up $1. Now you're down $1. You see what happens? You put in those stops, man. You turn around. You blink. Anything could happen. I literally turned around to my other screen. And I turned around like, what the fuck? It's at $9. I was up. I was like $1,000 on it, and I turned around like, what the fuck? Now I'm down. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, so I was sticking to the low-hanging fruit stuff, but there was nothing. I couldn't feel anything on the low hangers, and so that's why I moved into CHMA and RLGY. RLGY, I nailed. I did that. I played that well, and so, but shit, man, everyone was talking to me about CHMA had the ATM and all that. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm like, fuck, already biased in my head. And that's why I think I sized up so much, because it got into my head like, hey, man, maybe there's something to this. Maybe there is a dilution going on. You see how that stupid game works? But in reality is this, guy. So this is the honest truth, okay? In the morning when I did my analysis, I had RLGY as the better play than CHMA. Why? Okay? RLGY. Why is that better? Because first of all, RLGY, bigger float, 130 million float. Okay, if you do the math on the CHMA, 76% is institution, which leaves 25%, which leaves you like 5-6 million float, much smaller float. Okay, so that's number one key. Number two, CHMA, the chart was near the 52-week high. So what happened was this. When it broke $8, it went to 52-week high, and that's why it triggered all the stops. It triggered a ton of fucking orders to hit. When shit breaks 52-week highs, so that's CHMA, okay? And so I got kind of biased because I'm hearing ATMs, dilution, all this bullshit, and I had FOMO. I'm like, dude, I don't want to miss out on this trade. And so that's what happened. So I was like, fuck. I threw away my initial process of research and jumped on the wrong stock to size up. Okay, so let me repeat. RLGY. If you take a look between RLGY and CHMA, RLGY has the bigger float. It is not near the 52-week high. You see what I'm saying? Had a big range today. So to me, pre-market wise, that was the better entry for shorting. Okay, less trouble because CHMA is a strong stock, man. It's hovering around the 52-week high. It broke $8, hit $9, so it made a new 52-week high. And I forgot LCI to short. Fuck. That was the layup. It was. You see what happens, man? I missed 4 days. I don't see these things, and I'm relying on just going back and figuring this out. And I was sloppy today, man. I missed the easier layups of the day, which is the low hangers. Low hangers are the best plays, man. LCI was a low hanging fruit, man. Now's the one that I should have sized up on. That was the one that I'm more familiar with, and that was the one that tanked $2 off the gate very easily. So it's planning, man. You come back, you must plan. Any questions, guys? I want to get someone on because I got on to talk about the CHMA loss and also about, because a lot of people are asking me about the bear markets and the summer markets and all that stuff, right? So I wanted to just let you guys know that, hey, man, it's the same thing. It's just going to be slower. You still got to wait for your things. And so it comes back to, once again, risk management. And so what happens is when things are slow, right, it may not go all the way back up to the outer lines. So what you could do is, so if you choose the more middle line, what you do is you use smaller size. Smaller size, wider stops, okay? So this is the rule for risk management, okay? The larger the size you use, the less your range you're going to give it, because you don't want to lose too much money. And so the way to combat that is to have a smaller size and wider range. That makes sense, guys? So you can either size up or go smaller size and give it wider range. So I've been using smaller size, wider range, except for today, where I was having FOMO because someone told me that there was an ATM and all that stuff. So, okay, let me go live with 52-week high. Avoid fucking shorting near there, dude. Because that's a strong stock. You do not want to short strong stocks. And that was the reason why CHMA I didn't want to fucking even touch, man. But I got biased. I'm like, oh, it's fucking, there's an ATM, there's dilution, then I'm looking at the chart, I have FOMO. These are things you learn, right? And so my pre-market analysis was correct. Okay, waiting for Mr. Tri-Wolf here. A lot of things to learn, man. 2-week high, small flow, huge institutional ownership. Tri-Wolf declined. You raised your hand, buddy. All right, anybody else want to get on? We can get a good question, anything you guys want. Okay, I'll try again. So that's another lesson, guys. CHMA is a 52-week high. It's nearing there. Those are dangerous to short because it's strong stock. High institutional ownership, which is essentially reduces the float. I'm trying to connect to Tri-Wolf again. Anybody else want to try to get in, guys? We were always going to post this on into the August 17, guys. This is a perfect chance for you guys to get into the live trading. Live trading seminar is completely free. The meetup on Saturday, and for Monday is the live trading for annuals and lifetime, guys. Seeing it is one thing. Kind of reading it, watching videos is one thing, but seeing it live, that's gonna be a killer, guys. It's gonna be great. And once again, these are lessons that you can learn to trade for yourself. This is not some, like super advanced strategy that you need big money for. Okay, I want to teach you guys the foundation. Okay, let me try admit first, and I'll do you, Alex. I'll get you out right after admit. Waiting for admit Llama. Hey, buddy.
Hey, hi Mo. How are you?
Hey, I see your hair. Don't worry, man. It's just messy as mine. That's the beauty of it. We can't see your face, so you just kind of lift your phone. There we go. Tell everybody your name and where you're from.
Mamit, I'm from Boston. I've been following you for like 2015 or 16, but I haven't traded a lot. I'm just doing a trade a few, but I lost some money. So I'm trying to getting my investing club now monthly. So I haven't done that one yet, but I'm still working. So I'm still in school. So
Okay.
yeah.
So, yeah. So, what are you learning right now? What are you trying to, you have a question? I want to see how I can help you maybe get over the current hurdle or that you're having.
So my question is like, can I start with a small amount in the Robinhood, like 1,500?
I would not suggest Robinhood at all.
Okay.
So I'm going to post how to get started. Okay. So this is a very good question. Okay. So you don't need money to get started at all, guys. Seriously. People always go, you need money to get started? No. Remember, education is the most important thing first. Why are you using big money to learn, right? So the amount of money you have is perfect. So this is my suggestion. My suggestion is you start to learn before you even click a mouse to trade, right? You have to learn what's going on. Otherwise you're gambling, right? Why do you want to gamble, right? And so you learn. You watch the videos. You watch people trade. That's what the chat rooms were. So education involves the classroom as well as like the real time, right? And so the
Yep.
classroom is watching the videos, reading the PDFs we have, seeing what people are doing. And then what happens, you watch and observe. It's like an internship. A chat room is like an internship. You see what people are trading. You take a look at my charts. You take a look at Alex's charts. You take a look at the 1,000 other traders' charts to see what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong. And so you learn. So you paper trade for the very first month, I would say. The reason why you paper trade is because you want to know the mechanics, right? You want to know how to hit the buy, hit the sell, just getting acquainted with the platform, just to get the feel of trading, right?
Yep.
And so, but you don't want to stay on paper trading forever because paper trading is not going to mimic the real trading. So then you go real trading and you open an account like $1,500. You go through Cobra. Cobra needs 3,000, but yeah, 1,500. You can go to IB. IB, I think you open an IB account. I think that's better than Robinhood, yeah. So what you do is this. Then you start doing 100 shares.
100 shares.
Okay? It doesn't matter what the stock is. Just keep it small because you're trying to paper trade. You're still learning paper trade. And so what the 100 share does is this. It is now real trading. Okay? It means now you have emotions involved. Okay? You're down $100. You're like, fuck, what am I going to do? You know, it's not fake money anymore. But at the same time, it's not something that's going to hurt you. You can do, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to hurt you. You're going to mimic real live execution. Because you're going to notice this. You're not going to feel all the time. When you paper trade, you feel all the time. You know what I'm saying? Even 100 shares. I have orders now. I can't even fill 100 shares sometimes. Because they steal the prints themselves. There's a lot of stuff going on, right? The algos will fuck you. So that's why you start doing small size so you can learn the feel. And so what you do is now you got to the point where you paper trade, you learn, and you go live with 100 shares. Now you're going to test your strategies. You're going to test your process. And that's what you do. You keep doing that until you become consistent. Then you start to move to a bigger size. So don't start using bigger size. Use small size to learn, to test, to back test, to do all this stuff. Okay, and that is the proper procedure to do it. So the amount of money you have is perfect. You don't want to lose any more than that, right? But the key is to learn first so that you know what you're doing, so that you do not lose money by gambling.
Yeah, true.
Does that make sense, guys?
Yes, it is.
We have
Yeah.
Cobra, but I think Cobra needs 3,000 to open their Venom account. You
So
can call
Venom.
you can call them, mention that MIC referred you, and just see what they say. Okay, so
All right, sure.
yeah, but for you guys out there, yeah, Cobra is our main partner broker. They're the best in my opinion. They're the cheapest for the retail guys. Mention your MIC. Okay, and if you have a bigger account, hit me up because then you can split your account into multiple, and then I'll show you how. But for the guys with $30,000, Cobra is the way to go. Mention MIC and you get the discount.
All right, awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Cool, man. I hope to see you soon, and check out YouTube. YouTube is free, completely free, man. You watch it, you learn, and once again, $180 is education. You buy a book for $50 to learn, but this is like you get 400 videos. You know what I'm saying? So people say it's expensive, but dude, trust me, man, you'll lose more money if you don't know what you're doing. And you know what I'm saying? So $180 a month.
Yeah. Thank you, Bob. I think I'm following you on YouTube, as well on the Investing Club. Yeah, I
Cool.
follow you on Twitter also. I was like doing all this, and I
Yeah,
read
man.
the books about the. I think I forgot the book name. I have read that book too. So
Momo traders.
yeah, more.
Yeah. Thanks,
Thank
man.
you. Thank
Thanks.
you. And one more question. Do you?
Okay.
So I think I cannot come to the. So you're having a live trading on where was that? Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Yeah. So
Yep.
I cannot. I cannot. Do you post it live on the My Investing Club?
That okay. So the meetup is for free for everybody. The Monday live trading is for the annual and lifetime members only.
Okay.
We have to keep it kind of small because we can't rent a space for 1,000 people. It's all free. That's why.
All right.
Yep. So we record it and make a DVD out of it, but it won't be live streamed. We don't have the mechanism of live stream and this stuff. So.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Bob. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, man.
All right.
Good luck, huh? Let me bring on Alex because this is a rare time that me and Alex actually lost on the stock same day. But we both lost similarly, but not the same money, but we stopped out, you know what I'm saying? So let me see. Go live with Alex.
What's up, man?
Hey, this has been a
You
while
see me?
since me and you got on, yeah?
I know, bro. It's been a while. What's up?
Go lower it because half your face is cut off.
Half my face is cut off. So, like
Yep, perfect.
this?
Go down,
Like,
go down.
like that?
Yep.
Cool.
Hey, is this your phone?
Yeah, it's iPhone.
Oh, cool. Okay. Because I know you got
Yeah.
a webcam. So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
So tell us about the teleportation that kicked both our asses.
All right, so let me start with the beginning of the day. So, I was trading RLGY to start the day, and my plan on this was to kind of short the 650 line. And what I ended up doing is I ended up having way too much size way too quickly. So immediately, like you said in your Instagram live, if you're using a large amount of size, you have to give less range for it. So the moment that I was wrong on 650, I covered it all at 670. I lost 20 cents, right? And then when it kind of rejected and came back down, I shorted 650, I shorted 640, shorted 630, and then got out around 605 and 585. So not only did I make my loss back, I made a profit because I cut off my loser quickly and I reassessed the situation. So that was kind of like a bad trade in the morning because I was in too early. So my mindset was a little bit screwed up in the morning. So if you fast forward to CHMA, what I ended up seeing on this stock was, let me pull up the chart. What I ended up seeing on this chart was over here, 775. So my thought process was short 770s with a stop around $8, the whole number mark. And what ended up happening is it went to 920 in one candle. So what my problem was on this setup was I shorted at 770 and I looked away at RLGY. I looked away, and in 1 second when I looked away, the stock was up $1 a share, and it was too quick for me to kind of react. So that's kind of why we keep preaching hard stops in the room. We keep preaching that, hey, if you use a hard stop, you will protect yourself from the teleportation candle. And of course, the one day where I feel lazy and I don't do it is the one day where I get stuck in a stock. So
Me too, brother.
that just reminds me that I got to do it every day. It's just one day that I stray away from it is the one day that it takes to kind of screw up my day. So I went from being green, $2,000, $3,000 on RLGY to being down $5,000 because of CHMA. I lost, $1.20 a share in, less than 60 seconds. So
same exact thing as me, bro. Exact
same thing. So my mentality was this: I either have a choice. Do I, walk away and just accept the loss, or do I take a 10-minute break, take a breath, come back, reassess the situation, wait for my lines to come, and then, trade it back. So I managed to make about, I think it was like $2,000 of it back. So I went from being minus 5,000 to minus 3,000, and that's, a decent, it's not really too big of a loss for me. I can make that back tomorrow, but the key is that I didn't let it balloon into like a $10,000 loss. I didn't let it balloon into a $15,000 loss. I didn't just continue to trade because I was pissed. I walked away, got a breath, came back, got my mind right, and then started to trade again. So this CHMA is definitely very difficult. And looking at the news, it's also a phase 3 stock, which is in my rules to not even trade this. So I'm breaking my rules left and right today. And, the first way to fix your problem is to accept that you are having a problem. So today I broke my rules and I paid the price by having a red day. Every single day I've been disciplined, making money. The one day that I stray because I'm lazy is the one day that I lost a bunch of money. So this just reminds me.
Tell people why you straight though. Not because you're lazy, because there's nothing else moving. We fucked up because we had FOMO, man.
Exactly. So the problem with today was there was no real small cap runners. And if you look at the market cap on CHMA, it's a $195 million company. You look at the market cap of RLGY, it's a $600 million company. The small caps that we're playing, there's like 10, 20, $30 million companies. So these are real companies, are what we say. And, I have a rule, never short real companies. I always just want to stick to the scams, but there were no scams today. So I found myself trading shit that I shouldn't have been trading. So not only was I trading past zombie time, not having hard stops, I was trading shit that was outside my niche. So I deserve to lose today. And the thing is, I'm glad I lost today, because if I won today, that would have screwed up my head and said, hey, I could break my rules again tomorrow, right?
Yep.
But since I lost today, it says, hey, get your shit back together tomorrow instead. So
that's
kind of what I want to talk about.
The next time it's going to go $10 and you're going to quadruple your loss.
Exactly. So that's kind of what I've been messing around with. I also want to talk about the Philly event just like a little bit more in detail.
Go for it.
Saturday, August 17th. Let me pull up the venue so you guys can all see it.
Oh yeah, show them this. This is awesome. We rented a big space, dude. We're paying money up for this stuff. It's not free. It's free for you. It's free for you. We're catering it too, right?
Yeah. So we have snacks and we have a cash bar there. So this is going to be the venue. It is called the Liberty View in Philly.
Well, scroll down. We okay. Here, look. Okay, yeah.
So this is kind of the place. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. We have enough space to accommodate members and non-members. So you don't have to be a member to come to the meetup on Saturday. Come, meet people. If you live in the area, maybe you could find someone that trades similar to you. Because the problem with trading is that, it's a very lonely business. And I personally don't have any friends in New Jersey except Sam that I met through MIC that actually trades. So being able to go into a venue where you have hundreds of traders that understand the mechanics and understand what you're going through is priceless. So it's free. You don't have to pay anything to show up. We're not going to upsell you on a DVD. We don't have anything like that. So come have a couple drinks, come meet us, take some photos, and see if you could find traders that, you can make your tab trading tab with everybody.
Yep. I was about to say that, man. Meetups are a great place to find a tab, a trading accountability. You want to talk about that a little bit while I walk up the hill?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to give them the location. The location is August 17th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Liberty View Independence Visitor Center. It is on 599 Market Street in Philadelphia. So it's between 11 to 2. Again, it's free. You don't need to be an MIC member.
Free for your wife, your kids, doesn't matter. You can bring everybody you want.
Yeah, if you're interested in trading or anything like that, just come, see what the deal is, and I'm sure, we'll have like a quick session of just talking about some stuff, but
Cobra's going to be there too, right?
What's up?
Cobra's going to be there.
Cobra, yes. Cobra is going to be there.
So you can go there and talk about your brokerage and figure out, interested in joining that too. So we have great deals there.
Correct. So they're going to be on Saturday, August 17th, which is our 1-year anniversary. So we've been around for 11 months now. It's crazy how fast time flies, but Sunday is going to be our rest day, August 18th. August 19th is going to be kind of like the best part of the show. So lifetime members get to come at 7 a.m. and be mentored privately by us. Annual members get to come at 8 a.m. And when the annual members get there is kind of when we're going to start the whole process. So we're going to walk everyone through our research process. Like if this stock is gapping up on the day, all right, let's look at the float. Let's look at the filings. Let's look at the lines. We're going to walk you guys through what our process is every single day of finding how these stocks are moving and how we're going to trade them. And then we're going to trade it live together. Bring your laptops. We have Wi-Fi there if you want to kind of watch and see what we're doing as well. And then by the time zombie hour comes around, I'll try to force Bao to stop trading, and then we'll kind of open up into different types of workshops where Joe is making a presentation on stops. We'll have Aloha talk about some of his strategies. I'll talk about some of the mental sides of trading. We'll have Tosh come up, talk about some of the frequently asked questions of some of the traders, and we'll make it like a whole thing. So that's going to be from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. And after that, you know, again, there's no upsell, there's no upcharge. We're not going to try to sell you a DVD. We're not going to try to sell you a package. This event is free for annual and lifetime members. And the reason why we can't make it open to everyone is because we can't fit 1,000 people into a venue. You know, all this stuff is coming out of our pockets. We are spending 5 figures on this event. And, you know, we could do the whole Las Vegas thing and have a bunch of people come, but, you know, you're going to pay $2,000 a head for that. It doesn't really make sense. So we're trying to kind of change up the system and make it so that the education is available for you if you kind of want to go in and put in the work for it. So
just think about this. I mean, if you wanted to attend a trading seminar where they're teaching this stuff live in person, like mentorship, that thing is going to cost you thousands of dollars already. You're getting that for free, a part of the annual membership. MIC, which is $1,800. So that, to me, it seems like a no-brainer. I mean, if you want to be serious about day trading, who does live trading? And who would not charge you thousands of dollars for it or sell you a DVD?
And it's something you have to remember about these events for anyone else is they're going to charge you $1,000 to come into the door, and then their entire goal of that event is to upcharge you on their $4,000 DVD. So you're going to get there and you're going to have no idea what the guy is talking about. He's going to say, buy my DVD if you want to learn, or if you see only the second DVD, you got to watch the first DVD before you watch the second DVD and stuff. It's
and
like,
then join the program, dude.
It's
$8,000 membership program. So, I mean, those seminars, they charge you money. So you're paying money to get fucking charged more money to get sold to. I mean, I just don't get that. But the fact, I think we call it free, people think it's actually too cheap or something. I mean, maybe we should start charging, man. What do you think? If we start charging, maybe people think it's worth it. But the fact that we keep saying it's free, people go, "Oh, it's not free. You have to pay the membership." I mean, dude,
you sign up anywhere else, you pay the membership. Do you still have to pay $5,000 for the DVD? Yes. Instead, for us, we give you the 4 DVDs for free. We give you 450 video lessons. We give you 150 hours of content. We do a new video every single day. We do 2 webinars a week. We do a Saturday morning Q&A.
Daily phone calls. How about the daily phone calls?
It's so much shit, man. It's so much. Maybe we should be charging, bro. I don't know. Maybe we're doing something wrong.
Talk about the daily phone calls that Tosh. We've been getting a lot of compliments from that. Tosh and Aloha.
Yeah. So that's great. So what we do is every single day, Tosh and Aloha get on the phone with our members. So actually today, about 12:28, so about 10 minutes ago, Austin said that he's going to line up some trader calls. So what he does is he says, I'm going to line up some trader calls, thread if you're interested. So anyone that threads him a message is going to get about like a 20 to 30 minute phone call talking about their trading. So if you call Austin or you call Tosh and say, hey, you know, today I had a bad day because I was trading X, Y, and Z. What they're going to tell you is send me your chart. Let's review your trades together. Let's see what we could do to improve your trading together. You have access to one-on-one mentorship every single day. All you got to do is just ask for it. All you have to do is just ask for it. You know, you don't have to feel shy. You don't have to feel embarrassed. You don't have to feel like you're not doing something right, because the truth of the matter is if you're paying $179 a month, at least take advantage of all the perks that you get. You get a webinar from Tosh every Wednesday. You get a webinar from Austin every Thursday. You get a Saturday morning Q&A. You get 2 videos on Sunday. You get an Instagram Live Monday and Tuesday from me. You get the daily phone calls. You get the MIC archive. Like, you get so many of these perks. You get to come to the events for free. That shit, man. I don't know, man. We're
supposed to raise prices soon, so we'll figure it out. But
yeah,
because one phone call a week, I mean, but we do 1 phone call a day if you wanted to. I mean, who the hell does that for 100?
You can do as much as you want. If you want to do it every single day, you can do it.
You don't have to be an expert. You can be a complete beginner, a paper trader. I mean, take advantage. That's what it is. You want to learn the foundation right, the proper way.
Correct. That's it.
Show the venue for the live trading. Where is that? Which hotel?
So that's going to be at the Sheraton in Philly. And the reason why we chose that venue is because the competing venues not only want to charge us, $60K, they want to charge us $5K for the Wi-Fi. They want to charge us $6K for the extension cords. So by the time we knew it was going to be $100K for a free event, and we couldn't really do it. So this is going to be the event on Monday. This is the hotel, what it looks like. We got a pool in the back. It's kind of the lobby area, and this is kind of the whole education area that we're going to have. So this is, again, Monday, 7 a.m. for lifetime members, 8 a.m. for annual members until 4 p.m. market close.
Yeah, we were supposed to do it in Florida, but hurricane season, I'm like, fuck that. Forget that,
exactly.
guys.
Exactly.
So Philly is a good choice. So, and it coincides with our 1-year anniversary. So
exactly. Everything happens for a reason. The event is exactly on our 1-year anniversary. And, although we're still new, we're breeding out, consistent traders like nothing. Because what I've noticed personally is that, yes, the video library is a little bit overwhelming, but if you put in the time and you watch the videos, you are going to fast track your way to consistency. So if it's going to take you 3 years, 4 years to do it on your own, if you pay $179 for 6 months, you're going to shorten that learning curve, and that's what makes it valuable. Hey,
one last thing, Alex. Show the YouTube review guy. Yeah, that's an honest review. Yeah.
So
and then we'll tweet it too, so other people can see it. The link.
Sure. So let me tweet this out again. So I just retweeted. So we had a guy in MIC. We had a guy in MIC called Alex who made a video review.
That's not you, right? That's not you.
Definitely not me. If it's me, it's I don't know. So he basically made a review on MIC, and he gave kind of the perks and some of the benefits of it. Some of the things that he mentioned was that the chat room is not like anything else. There are consistently profitable traders that are putting in the time to help you out every single day. All of your questions get answered. Some of the best things that he said is our weekend mentoring. So the Saturday morning Q&A, we have all these files from the Saturday morning Q&A. And what we do is after the Q&A is done, the members are allowed to, take this PDF, save it, and print it and use it for themselves. So every single day, if you have a question, save it for Saturday if it's not already answered in the middle of the day. And then you'll have, I think we get around 2 messages every single minute. And it's for like an hour straight. So there's a bunch of questions that get answered. Just here's one of the examples of, I can pull it up.
And once again, you can ask us questions any time of the day, not just have to wait to Saturday.
Correct. And these are the Saturday questions are for the people that, are working during the time of the chat room. They don't really have access to a computer during that time. So these are some of the questions. So we had 88 questions and 821 messages just for 1 week. So if you're interested in all this stuff, we have access to it. If you have access to the archive, there's a search bar to search a specific question. So if you have a specific, I gotta cover this RLGY.
What's that?
587. I shorted the 6 line.
I blind covered 588. Good. Open. I covered 588.
That's funny.
What's the CHMA?
It's every time we do the Instagram. 795.
Cool.
So yeah, if you want to read a review on MIC, it's linked in my Twitter. Let me just write it down right here so that you guys can have it.
It's unsolicited, by the way. I didn't even know who this guy was.
Yeah, we have no idea. We just saw it, and then that's it. So that's it. That's all I kind of want to say. If you want to wrap this up, Al, I know you've been on for a while.
Yeah, good. Thanks, man.
You got it, man. Thanks for bringing me on.
All right, thanks, Alex. I'm gonna end it with this, guys. We talked a lot about process because that's the key. You are as only good as your process because the process helps you become consistent. It becomes a system, makes you robotic, makes you systematic. You're not winging it. Anybody can make one trade and make money, but can you repeat it over and over? So that's why we stress a lot about process. And if you notice, before MIT launched, no one ever talked about process. No one talked about the lines. People were just winging it, in my opinion. They didn't really know why they got in and got out because that was never taught to them. Before I started posting charts, not many people even posted these executed charts. I posted my prints. That's because I wanted people to see real trading. Real trading does not mean one entry, one exit, and boom, top and bottom, I'm the king. That is the problem with the misinformation about trading from these gurus, who are furus actually. They're They never lose. They make trading so simple, but they can never explain to you how. The how has always been the missing part, guys. How the hell are you able to top tick? I top tick all the time. Doesn't mean that I make money every day. I lost today. You know, that's trading. You know, we make money, we lose money. As long as we make more money than we lose. As long as we have proper risk management to control the days we lose. But the key is, it's the education, guys. It's the process. We preach about it. We practice what we preach. I don't shy away from losses. Alex posted the loss in the room. I posted. Not only I posted the loss, I posted my chart, and I annotated it and commented on why. And more importantly, what am I going to do to fix this mistake? So that alone is a huge bonus for anybody that is learning to trade. Because, you know, man, all these mistakes that I make, that Alex make, I guarantee you will make. It's inevitable that we all make these mistakes because we are human. Alex turned around for 1 second. I literally turned around for 30 seconds. And then boom. So, end of the day, guys, it's if you want to bypass this trial and error period and save yourself years of frustration and losses, you know, you have to get mentored. Trading, you can't just fucking figure this shit out. It took me a long time. It took me a lot of losses to figure this shit out. And I consider myself above average learner. I consider myself actually very intelligent. And I struggled because I didn't understand the concept of risk management at all. You know, no one ever talks about risk management. No one talks about hard stops. No one talks about max losses. I've been preaching that for years. You know, everybody else has been talking about, I'm banking, I never lose, kill the shorts, kill the longs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm a robot. If you take a look at my prints, I'm just a robot. I'm not gonna remember what the fuck happened yesterday or the day before. Every day is a new day. I learn from the past. And so I'm gonna leave you that one advice. My one advice is you will lose. And you will lose again. And you will lose again. That's trading. You can be trading for 100 years and you will have a loss. It's how you manage a loss. Okay? Losses do not scare me if I plan for them. So before you get into a trade, guys, so this is the last thing I'm gonna leave with you guys. Before you enter a trade, you plan it. Part of the planning includes where to enter and where to exit. Okay? Where to take the loss. You have to know all this beforehand. If you know your loss beforehand, your risk. If you know your risk beforehand, I call everything a risk, right? Risk meaning how much I'm willing to lose, where I'm going to take the loss. Then you're not going to be scared. I already know what's going to happen. I either make money or I stop out and lose this predefined amount of money. And that, to me, is called predefining your risk, okay? So you predefine your risk, and you basically become now, you're not scared to trade because you already know what the worst thing going to happen. If you're scared to lose $200, then set your loss at $100. But size down, maybe. Instead of doing 1,000 shares and stopping out for 10-cent loss, do 500 shares with a 20-cent range. Make sense? So you have to play around with it. The only experience can guide you through that. Okay? We have a bunch of videos on this about all these processes. So good luck, guys. I'll see you guys soon. See you back in the room.